Silly me. That's a newspaper. Is that a newspaper?
That's a newspaper.
Oh, well, I must get back to Simon. He must be waiting for me. Good luck with your diet, honey.
Oh,
Is this today's?
yes.
Must be nice and fresh. Good luck, bye.
What the hell are you up to? I'll just get some coffee for you to wash it down. I don't know what that Bobby must think.
Mr. Singh. You certainly move around in that car of yours, Mr. Singh. क्या हुआ? कुछ उल्टा-पुल्टा खा लिया? No, hurry. Take your time. When you have pulled yourself together, you can explain what you are doing here, can't you?
I think I ought to tell you something. It's about this flat.
Good.
It's mine.
तुम्हारा.
Yes.
But you didn't say anything about that when I saw you earlier this morning at your other flat in Malvi Nagar.
No.
Not even when I mentioned that there is another Joginder Pal Singh who resided in a flat in Kalkaji.
No.
क्या हुआ? भूल गए क्या?
No. There is no other Joginder Pal Singh, only me.
I see.
Both flats are mine.
जी हाँ.
But Meera, Mrs. Singh, doesn't know I have this flat.
जी हाँ.
It's a little place I keep for...
Collecting stamps.
Something like that. My little den. Where I go for peace and quiet.
Touch, get. I reckon that you have got some little piece here that you want to keep quiet about.
कैसी बातें कर रहे हैं आप?
I reckon that you are leading a double life.
No! That's my maid! Sweet little girl. Get on with your work, Bindu. I'll be with you in a minute, Bindu.
Open the door, you silly fool!
बहुत बदतमीज हो गई आज. If I don't lock her in, she doesn't do any work. Get on with your work, Bindu. I'll go.
No, allow me. You stay here. Won't you running off again, do we? Banging your head again, do we?
Hiya, darling.
What the hell are you playing at?
ऐसे ही मजाक कर रहा था.
I don't know what's come over you.
It's frustration.
What?
Come on. I want this boat to go to bed now.
I thought we were going after lunch.
To hell with that.
It must be that newspaper you are reading me.
Whatever it is, I don't want to waste it.
Pehli, coffee pili?
नहीं. Barbie, go on. Get into bed. Get yourself stripped, you gorgeous animal.
Doorbell ring?
Yes, I'll deal with it. You get into bed, huh? Don't start without me.
So, who has around now? Mr. Molly.
I'm sorry, Jogi.
Hey, Bhagwan!
And I expect he thinks this is employment exchange. Does he?
Well, I suppose the game's up.
नहीं.
It's all right, Sanjay. We couldn't expect to get away with it forever.
You don't have to say anything, sir.
No, I want to.
If there is any criminal offense involved, Mr. Singh, you might care to speak to your lawyer.
Hey, Bhagwan.
It's all right, Sanjay. You'll be all right.
Mates, you are worried about
That's noble, Sanjay. Considering your position.
my position?
And we don't need a lawyer. It's not illegal, is it, Sanjay?
What isn't?
Shall I tell him or will you?
Tell me what?
I thought you were guest inspector.
Guess what?
The reason for me having two flats. Sanjay and I are like that. You know? Yes! The love that dare not speak its name. You see, Inspector, this dear man moved in the flat of me and Mrs. Singh, and it was love at first sight. Hey, na, Sanju! But he's choked. I fought it. God knows I fought it. I had always been straight, you see. Sanju is clear from there. Finally, I succumbed. Of course, I couldn't go on deceiving my dear wife in her own home. So Sanju and I found this little flat. Our little love nest.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Oh, well, I do. I'm sorry, Jogi.
No more than I am dying.
I've done my best.
Precious.
I'm not gay.
I am not too happy about it either. It's a very delicate situation. Don't get a dizzy, Sanjay. That's Bindu again, cleaning the bedroom. Staff is such a headache these days. Stop that and get on with cleaning the toilet. did it bother you, Bindu?
And he brought his cucumber with him.
Cucumber. She's very straight, and with him being rather bent, leave Mr. Mali and I on our own, Bindu.
Okay, fine.
And I expect you will better be home with your wife, Mr. Singh.
Meera,
Yes, you will probably be needed to look after her. She's got some very distressing news.
has she?
Yes, about her grandparents.
Her grandparents?
Mr. Mali knows all about it. He was there when she received the sad news.
What sad news exactly?
Shall I tell him or will you?
I don't care who tells him.
I'm afraid they are both dead, sir.
Meera's grandparents?
Yes, sir.
Both of them are dead?
Yes, sir. They were on a trekking holiday apparently. Must come as a bit of a shock.
It does. Meera's grandfather has been in a wheelchair for 25 years now.
But apparently his wife would push him anywhere.
Anyway, at a time like this, Mr. Singh, you probably want to be with your wife.
हाँ, उसका तो बहुत बुरा हाल होगा. I'll get Mr. Mali to fill me in with a few more details, and I'll be on my way.
And if I were you, Mr. Singh, I would rather stay with Meera.
Sanju, phone.
Hello?
Is it 674310?
Yes.
Who's that?
Inspector Thakur speaking.
Oh, good. I got straight through this time.
जी,
It's Mrs. Singh speaking.
Mrs. Singh?
From Malviya Nagar, आप सुबह हमारे घर आए थे.
Aha! I thought your wife didn't know anything about this place.
She doesn't.
I think I can
Shut
explain.
up.
Hello?
Sorry, Mrs. Singh, somebody was interrupting.
Trouble on the line again.
जी,
The last time I dialed this number, all I could hear was heavy breathing.
heavy breathing.
I'm getting very worried about my husband's behavior.
Mr. Singh's behavior.
What is she saying?
You shut up as well, Tinkerbell.
Yes, he's been acting very, very queer just lately.
Where? I think you सब पता चल गया.
He rang me to say he'd be home in 5 minutes, and that was 20 minutes ago. And with everything else that's happening, I'm getting very worried.
Yes, but I still don't quite understand why you would ring this particular number.
I think I can explain.
Shut up.
I am ringing because of my husband.
Your husband. Oh, I think your cover's been blown, my darling.
Hello?
Sorry, Mr. Singh, but I was trying to find out why you are ringing this number.
Because it's yours.
Mine?
Isn't it a good place to get you?
What, me here?
Yes, you and the men.
What, man?
The men that you have under you. From there.
Look, Mr. Singh, look. Don't try and implicate me in your husband's activities.
Well, I think that's what you've been paid to do.
I'm not. Oh, that's lovely, that is. I'm not listening to this anymore.
Phone back, DJ, please.
Let me explain.
Shut up.
Hello?
देखिए मिसेस सिंह, आजकल वैसे पुलिस पर बहुत कीचड़ उछाला जाता है. And I'm absolutely straight and normal officer I am. And it's not my mistake if your husband and Mr. Mali are couple of pansies. Right now I'm with them and they have admitted it.
Chuginder and Sanjay?
I'm sorry if it's been a shock to you, but you already guessed it.
And you are with them now.
Yeah. That is all.
You haven't arrested them though, have you?
Of course not. It's not illegal, is it?
Then why are they at the police station?
Oh no, they're at their other flat in Kalkaji, E101. Hello, Mr. Singh, hello? And where do you think you are off to, girls?
I think I have to get home and comfort my wife.
And I'll try and find somebody to comfort me.
And I will go back and I will back my report.
साले कमारी की औलाद.
What about me? He told my wife I'm a pansy.
He told her I was fun too. He thinks I'm a practicing homosexual.
Well, if you're only practicing,
He will put it in reports. It will be in police records that I'm a spoof.
stop thinking about yourself. He gave me this address. I'll ring her and tell her I'm on my way home to explain.
Homosexual. God, I have trouble convincing some people that I'm a homo sapien.
None of this would have happened.
You are ungrateful. I came here to tell you take your pictures in the newspaper.
I know.
I had to tear it up.
I had to eat it up.
Why don't you simply confess?
I was doing all right till you started helping me. There is no response. She's probably fainting.
Your stuff's getting difficult now.
Hiya, Laddu.
What the hell is going on here?
You have haven't met my farming friend Mr. Mali, have you?
No.
Mr. Mali was just leaving. How nice of Sanjay, to drive over.
Yes.
My wife doesn't mean to be rude.
Well, I do. This was supposed to be our day off together, and you seem to be more interested in discussing bloody cattle with Sanjay. All right, I'm going to get ready for bed now. You can either join me or go back to Sanjay's farm and bed down with him. Oh, that's probably your goats now.
देख साले क्या किया तूने?
मैंने
You've ruined both my marriages.
साले the only person who's been growing around here is me.
From Kalkaji.
Sorry to bother you just like that.
No, it's okay.
Yes, the more the merrier. And if you want anything from me, Inspector, I shall be in bed.
I don't think that would be necessary. Seems a bit upset.
Nothing serious. How can I help you, Inspector?
Well, I thought you'd like to know that
Wait! We have a visitor.
We met.
Mr. Singh!
Yes.
No, I mean the other Mr. Singh.
The other Mr. Singh?
Your namesake from Mandanagar.
Oh! Mr. Singh dropped in to introduce himself.
Dropped in, landed here.
I bet you must have been surprised.
I was, yes.
Jokinda Paul Singh, tourist taxi operator, injury to the cranium. It's 1,000,000 to 1 chance.
It's almost unbelievable, sir.
Yes. Anyway, it's all okay now. Mr. Singh here has clarified the situation. Mr. Bixam was the name at the hospital.
Thanks, Jogi.
Don't mention it, Jogi.
So, no problem.
No problem. Thanks for calling.
And I'm sorry, Mr. Singh, if I called you at a slightly inopportune moment this morning. He was planning to take Mrs. Singh into bed.
Sir, I can understand it was a very delicate situation.
Oh, we are used to getting involved in domestic troubles. But, like I told Mrs. Singh after he had gone, don't take it out on Sanjay.
Hang on a second.
Sanjay's a little boy.
Oh!
Mira's and mine.
Oh!
Little Sanjay.
Little Sanjay.
I have decided to give you 5 minutes to join me in bed.
But Laddu, we have visitors.
Don't mind me. I'm not minded. It must be catching on. Wednesday morning, CWW.
Won't be a moment, darling. I'll be with you in less than 5 minutes.
And perhaps in that time you could resolve your future relationship with Sanjay.
His future relationship with Sanjay?
Yes, sir. We.
Mrs. Singh and I were suggesting to the other Mr. Singh that we could adopt Sanjay.
Adopt Sanjay?
Just a suggestion.
Things as bad as that at home?
I'm getting worse, sir.
It just might be the best thing for the little lad.
Yes, I'll see you out.
Right.
On second thoughts, Inspector, I'm sure you'd like a cup of tea.
Tea?
Mr. Singh, why don't you take this petrol into the kitchen? I'll go answer the door and see कौन उनका पठाया.
Chai अच्छी रहेगी, sir.
After you, Inspector.
Right, Joe. We'll have a good old chat over a nice cup of tea. You tell me all about your problems with little Sanjay.
Sanjay!
Sanjay is gone to school, Mr. Singh.
Mr. Singh! Sanjay's father!
What is it?
Won't be a moment, Inspector. Help yourself to a sandwich. A bit disaster.
What?
Mira!
Mira, what about her?
Bahar!
Oh!
I went to answer the bell, open the door. Mira!
What did you do?
Abey, I nearly died.
What did she do?
She didn't have time to do anything. I slammed the door in her face.
I'm sure she did not get the hint.
No!
Did she look angry?
She looked like a woman who had just been told her husband was a pansy.
I can imagine that look.
You go and deal with her.
Now she thinks I'm the one who done you.
Better than her finding out about Bindu. I'll go out the back way.
Oh, that's not
It's
good.
the best I can think of.
She's already seen you.
No, you do. Acha, ऐसे? Mr. Mali was telling me how his potato grading machine works. Fascinating.
I don't know if either you or Mr. Mali have noticed, but there's someone at the front door.
Yes, Laddu, I've dealt with it.
They don't seem to be aware of it.
I've been out to them twice. Damn nuisance, aren't they?
Who is it?
पूछो तो जानो.
Who's Rayo?
It's none.
None?
None from the convent.
What does she want?
चंदा मांग रही है. I have an idea.
I've got a better one. I'll do the tea, you do the nun.
I'll go.
And if you go, she'll be persistent. I'll shoo her off.
Then perhaps you'll be as firm as Mr. Mali.
Yes.
Because if you don't come to bed, my lad, right now, I'll go and stay in the hotel by myself.
Bindu, if you go, please
Well, you found the back way.
Now what's going on here? What are you and Jogi doing in Kalkaji? And what's all this about you being a couple of pansies?
One question at a time, please.
Are you all right, Mrs. Singh?
No, I'm not. I want to know what is my husband doing in this flat.
Well, I'm sure he'll only be too pleased to tell you.
Of course, he will be.
Jogi slammed the door in my face.
Did you?
Jogi did.
I heard you.
I think we are ready for the keynote.
All right. But you listen to me, Mrs. Singh. I think what's being proposed here could solve all your problems.
And what exactly is being proposed here?
That Sanjay comes to live here with Mr. Singh.
Just make the tea come.
You crafty, scheming little fairy! There's me thinking Jogi is busy rather than in his travel business. And all this time he's busy shacking up with you and Kalkaji.
It's all right. Okay. Hello, darling.
Go on, it's Sanjay's turn now.
She's a bit upset.
Oh dear. Tell me about it on the way home.
You are bloody home, aren't you?
Not so loud, darling.
Hey, Jogi.
A sort of person, that's all. Won't be a moment. Just dealing with whoever it was at the front door.
I don't care who you're dealing with. Just open the door now.
I have lost the key.
No, you haven't.
Off we go, darling.
हो क्या रहा है?
What's going on?
जीनी कितनी?
I shall probably ring you from the hotel. And you can stay here the night if you like. I hope you collect more than I have. ये क्या था?
That was Lofty.
Lofty?
Lofty is a transvestite.
A transvestite?
Yes, a fellow who dresses up in women's clothes.
I know what a transvestite is.
Good.
That was a man?
Yes, Lofty is really amazing when he dolls himself up.
Is he going to walk the streets like that?
Yes.
It's disgusting.
Yes, Lofty is a friend of Sanjay's.
Lofty is a friend of your husband's.
Let's say we share him, Sanjay.
I don't want to share him.
Let's not fight over him, Sanjay. Poor Meera has had enough shots for one day, haven't you, darling?
I damn well have. You have never shown any of these kinky signs at home.
I haven't had the time.
I don't think I'm so surprised about you.
John!
What a good idea!
Coffee.
Not it for me, thank you.
And what about Mrs. Singh?
What other Mrs. Singh?
No, I think the other Mrs. Singh.
What other Mrs. Singh?
The one who lives here.
He means Lofty.
That's very nice. Mrs. Singh.
Lofty? I like it!
Has he met Lofty?
Yes?
Lofty? Do you know what I call mine?
Yours?
Mind you, we've been together longer than Mr. Singh and his Lofty. We have had 20 years of it. I call mine Chipkali!
That was a very nice cup of tea.
Yes, a very nice cup of tea.
Thanks for the chat and all the advice.
Oh, pleasure. We all know how important a happy marriage is, but we have to learn to adjust when there are difficulties.
You see?
You see?
I see. But I don't think I'm ready to adjust as much as Pussy's wife did.
Give and take, Mrs. Singh, give and take. Now, I would like nothing better than for Mr. Singh to kiss and make up with his Lofty. And for you to spend the morning in bed with him.
And you think this will give me a happy marriage, do you?
Of course.
Well, I think you are a perverted old poo.
Don't mind Mrs. Singh, Inspector. Remember her grandparents.
That was the other inspector.
I thought he would remember, but of course he wouldn't. He told the other one.
Why did Mrs. Singh call me a perverted old poof?
Because she's upset about her grandparents.
But Jogi said they were okay.
Yes.
Sanjay's potty.
Huh? Does he still use a potty?
Meera ji.
Pull yourself together, Mrs. Singh.
Shall I ring for a doctor?
No, I think our friend here should take her home.
She's in no fit state to go anywhere.
Wait, I have the tablets the hospital gave me.
Is it advisable, sir?
Yes, they're only for headaches. Get some water, will you?
जूता सूंघ लीजिए भाभी जी.
Oh shit.
Make her vomit.
What?
Make her vomit. Where's the bathroom?
Through here.
Right, come on.
Hot water.
Ilan mereka.
Lofty? You were supposed to be in a hotel.
Well, it all seemed pretty silly. We do.
No. Brilliant idea. I'll join you then.
What's happening here?
Nothing's going on here.
Oh, there's something happening in the bedroom.
Bedroom?
Yes, that police inspector just took the nun through there.
Oh yeah, I forgot she fainted.